Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. Today we are going to discuss about the module pancreatic hormone, which comes under the paper physiology. After studying this module, you shall be able to understand the general anatomy of pancreas, structure and synthesis of various pancreatic hormones, their role in the metabolism of various food components, differentiate between the mode of action of different pancreatic hormone on the glucose molecule, describe the various consequences of abnormal secretion of these pancreatic hormones. As we all know that pancreas is a mixed endocrine and exocrine retroperitoneal gland. It does not contain any capsule. So, it is present in between the two arms of duodenum. It is more or less flattened organ and it varies about 6 to 8 inches in length. So, it basically performs three important functions. The first function is the exocrine secretion of the pancreatic hormone, neutralize the gastric acid secretion, neutralize the gastric acid which releases from the stomach and prevent the duodenal lining or mucosal lining from the damaging. Second, exocrine pancreatic secretion also break down the various macromolecules like carbohydrate, protein, fats into the simpler molecule which easily absorbed by the duodenal mucosa. Third, the endocrine pancreatic secretion also help in the metabolism of various food components like carbohydrate, protein and fats to maintain the glucose balance in the blood plasma. Insufficient pancreatic exocrine secretion leads to starvation even though the person is consuming sufficient amount of or adequate amount of food. However, endocrine pancreatic secretion also leads to the abnormal glucose concentration in the blood plasma. The pancreas term was given by a Greek anatomist and surgeon Herophilus. An anatomist and surgeon Rufus also gave the name pancreas. Paul Langerhans in 1869, student of Rudolf Virchow, first described the islet of the pancreas, hence it is named as islet of the Langerhans. While in 1922, Best and Banting discovered the insulin. However, in 1955, Sanger first described the primary structure of insulin and said that it is made up of two polypeptide chain A and chain B. Now, this pancreas, it is present in between the duodenum, two arms of duodenum, where it is present on the right side of the body and it is made up of three important parts. The first part is head, the second part is body and the third part is tail. Head part is again made up of, which is situated on the right side of the body, then it is again made up of head proper and the uncinate process. This uncinate process is turned underside of the abdomen. So, it covers the two important blood vessels, the mesenteric artery and mesenteric vein. Main body is situated in between the head and tail, while tail is directed towards the left side of the body and near to the spleen. Most of the pancreatic mass is composed of exocrine cells that are clustered in lobes or acini divided by the connective tissue and 1 to 2 million or 1 to 2% tiny cluster of endocrine tissues called islets of Langerhans or pancreatic islets. They disperse between the acinar tissue. Each islet of Langerhans is only about 0.3 millimeter in diameter. The acinar cells can be spherical, grape-like or tubular in form. The cell contain abundant rough endoplasmic reticulum for enormous protein synthesis. The apical part of acinar cells contains zymogen granules and stored digestive enzyme. The basolateral membrane is equipped with the large number of receptors for the hormones and neurotransmitter which stimulate the secretion of these pancreatic hormones. These digestive enzymes, they basically drain into the digestive duct or the duct of Wirsing via small duct arises from each lobule. The pancreatic duct leads via ampulla of Vater into the duodenum. The islet of Langerhans contain basically 4 different type of cells, the alpha cell, beta cell, delta cell and PP cells. Now the beta cell, it constitute about 60% of the total pancreatic cell population. These beta cells, they situated in the center of the pancreatic island, and they release insulin as well as the amylin. The alpha cell made up of 25% of the total pancreatic cell mass, and they secrete glucagon, and these cells, they basically are arranged in the periphery of the islet. These cells present in the close contact with the blood vessel, and they secrete glucagon. Delta cell constitute about 10% of the cell, and they located in the periphery and secrete somatostatin. In addition, PP cell is presented in small number in the islets and secrete a hormone, pancreatic polypeptide. The first and most important pancreatic hormone is insulin, a small anabolic protein molecule. It is made up of 2 polypeptide chain A and chain B with 21 and 30 amino acid respectively. Both chains are held together by the disulfide linkage between cysteine residue in CA7 to CB7 and cysteine A20 to cysteine B19 respectively. Internally, chain A linked itself at the position A6 to A11. When the 2 polypeptide chains are split to each other, their functional activity has been lost. Insulin is synthesized as a single chain precursor pre-pro hormone insulin in the endoplasmic reticulum of the beta cell. These pre-pro hormone insulin is cleaved inside the endoplasmic reticulum into proinsulin. These proteolytic activity is coupled with the trafficking between the cellular compartment. Now proinsulin is transported in Golgi complex, where it is further cleaved into the insulin and a peptide fragment. Now the final insulin molecule packed inside the glucose regulated secretory vesicles and secreted into the blood. Half-life of unbound insulin is blood plasma is about 6 minutes, so it is removed from the circulation within 10 to 15 minutes. The insulin receptor is a transmembrane protein. It has 4 subunits, 2 alpha, 2 beta. Alpha subunit is laying outside of the plasma membrane or cell membrane containing a extracellular hormone binding domain. Beta subunit, they just below the alpha subunit, and they attach to these 2 units, they attach to each other with the disulfide linkage. Beta subunit penetrate through the membrane and protruding into cell cytoplasm with tyrosine kinase domain. The insulin bind with the alpha subunit, but because of linkage with the beta subunit, the portion of beta subunit protruding into the cell become autophosphorylated. This activate tyrosine kinase, which in turn cause phosphorylation of multiple other intracellular enzyme, including a group called insulin receptor substrate or IRS. Different types of IRS are IRS1, IRS2, IRS3 are expressed in different tissue. In this way, insulin orient the intracellular metabolic machinery to produce desired effects on carbohydrate, fat and protein metabolism. Now discuss about the mechanism of insulin secretion. Beta cell have mainly 2 glucose transporter, GLUT2 and GLUT10 on their plasma membrane. Primarily GLUT2 allow glucose entry inside the beta cell with proportion to the blood glucose concentration. Once inside the cell, glucose converted into glucose 6 phosphate by the enzyme glucokinase and enter into cellular glycolysis followed by TCA cycle. This lead to production of adenosine triphosphate. Elevated level of ATP inhibit the working of ATP sensitive potassium channels. So, because of the decline of the potassium outflow, there is a atmosphere of depolarization inside the cell. So, now voltage gated calcium channels are open and calcium inflow elevated intracellular calcium, which activate calcium release from the endoplasmic reticulum also. This elevated calcium level inside the cell triggers fusion of secretory vesicle with the plasma membrane and insulin is released. Now the question arises, how insulin affect carbohydrate, protein and fat metabolism. In our body, two important glucose transporters are present, sodium dependent and sodium independent transporter, but only the sodium independent transporter has an insulin responsive isoform. Till date, 7 sodium independent transporter isoforms have been identified, that means GLUT1 to 7, but only GLUT4 is in the highest concentration in various insulin sensitive tissues such as adipose tissue, skeletal muscle, cardiac muscles. Insulin increases the number of GLUT4 in the plasma membrane of target cell, which enhances glucose uptake, thereby lowering circulating concentration. Inside the cell, two phenomena takes place. First, low intracellular glucose concentration and the presence of plasma membrane active transporters favor the movement of glucose into cells. Second, this transported glucose is used as metabolic fuel or stored as a complex polymeric structure, glycogen or other metabolic products. When insulin is no longer available, these transporters separated from the cell membrane and move back to the cell interior. The end effect of insulin stimulation on the liver is to absorb and store glucose in the liver as glycogen. Between two meal gaps, the glucose concentration begins to fall in blood. Insulin secretion declines rapidly and liver glycogen converted back to glucose again and released back to the blood. In liver, insulin inactivates liver phosphorylase, which converts liver glycogen into glucose, as well increases activity of enzyme glycogen synthetase. Glycogen synthetase convert glucose into glycogen. Insulin also enhances the activity of enzyme glucokinase, which causes the phosphorylation of glucose inside the liver cell. Once phosphorylated, glucose cannot diffuse back through the cell membrane. Insulin also accelerates active transport of amino acids such as valine, leucine, tyrosine and phenylalanine for protein synthesis into muscles, that means anabolic action, while inhibits the catabolism of protein by lysosomal degradation. While in lipid metabolism, insulin promotes conversion of excess of glucose into fatty acid as triglyceride. Some of the glucose is used for synthesis, less amount of fatty acids and huge amount of alpha glycerol phosphate. Alpha glycerol phosphate, this combined with fatty acid to form triglycerides in the liver cells, form triglyceride transported from blood to adipose tissue. In capillary wall of the adipose tissue, insulin activates lipoprotein lipase, which hydrolyzes triglycerides into fatty acid again. It also inhibits gluconeogenesis through decreasing the concentration of enzyme responsible for it. Insulin gene is regulated by beta cell specific transcription factor including POX-C, POX4, NKX 6.1. During short period of time, insulin production is modulated primarily through translation of pre-existing mRNA. For longer term, insulin mRNA level are controlled through effects on the rate of transcription of the insulin gene and through changes in the rate of decay of insulin mRNA. When we talk about insulin secretion, then we came to know that various gastrointestinal hormones regulate the insulin secretion like gastrin, secretin, cholecystokinin and the most potent gastric inhibitory peptide, which cause a moderate increase in insulin secretion. Other hormones such as glucagon, growth hormone, cortisol, progesterone, estrogen also have stimulatory effects on the insulin secretion. However, acute elevation of blood glucose, amino acids such as arginine and lysine accelerate plasma insulin 10-folds within 3 to 5 minutes. Excess insulin secretion cause diabetes mellitus or hyperglycemia, ketosis, increased plasma cholesterol and phospholipid concentration, muscle wasting, hyperinsulinemia. Now, the second pancreatic hormone is amylin, which is produced as proamylin or pro-islet amyloid polypeptide from beta cell. It is secreted along with the insulin in the ratio of 1:100. into the circulation with the response of meal. Amylin is a neuroendocrine in nature, exerts its action primarily through the central nervous system. The area postrema is a part of dorsal vagal complex of the brain stem, has a specific calcitonin-like receptor site for amylin. The area postrema is devoid of blood-brain barrier, therefore easily exposed to the changing concentrations of glucose molecules and amylin peptide. It acts as a reciprocal partner of insulin, lowering down the glucose concentration. Amylin is linked with apoptosis of pancreatic beta cell. Proamylin aggregate inside the secretory vesicles of the beta cell and convert amylin protein into amyloid, that is the aggregation of protein. When these vesicles released amyloid, it grows outside of the cell and accumulate more amylin as amyloid, which in turn trigger ion influx inside the beta cell and begin to apoptotic cascade. Now, the third important hormone is glucagon. It is synthesized as proglucagon inside the alpha cell and proteolytically cleaved into active glucagon with 29 amino acid. Glucagon receptor is a 62 kilodalton G protein coupled receptor mainly expressed in the plasma membrane of liver and kidney and to lesser amount in hard adipose tissue, spleen, thymus, pancreas, gastrointestinal tract, adrenal gland and cerebral cortex. It is heterotrimeric protein consisting of 3 subunits alpha, beta and gamma. When glucagon binds with receptor, conformational changes occur in receptor which activate G protein. This activated G protein replaces GDP molecule attached to the alpha subunit with GTP. Now, this alpha subunit with GTP molecule detached from beta and gamma subunit, the alpha subunit activates enzyme adenylate cyclase, which in turn convert ATP molecule into cyclic AMP. This activated cyclic AMP initiate cascade system which finally convert glycogen molecule into the glucose 1-phosphate. The point is here that each succeeding step the product is produced in greater quantity than the preceding product. Finally, glucose 1-phosphate is then dephosphorylated and glucose is liberated. Glucagon promote glycogenolysis and gluconeogenesis in the liver, which in turn increase blood glucose concentration. Glucagon also has noticeable effect on increasing lipolysis of triglyceride in adipose tissues. It inhibits the storage of triglyceride in liver. High concentration of glucagon enhances blood flow and kidney bile secretion but decline gastric acid secretion. FOXA1 and FOXA2 are two important transcription factors present in alpha cell of pancreatic islet involved in glucagon gene expression. FOXA1 initiates glucagon gene expression via transcription, while FOXA2 involved in alpha cell differentiation. Beta cell specific transcription factor including POX6, POX4 and NKX 6.1 are involved in beta cell gene regulation. However, the absence of these factors allow the glucagon gene to be expressed via FOXA1 and FOXA2 factors. Hyperglycemic level and excessive carbohydrate in meal decrease plasma glucagon secretion. Amino acid, especially arginine, alanine, enhance the secretion of glucagon. Excessive exercise and adrenaline also enhances several folds plasma glucagon concentration. The abnormal glucagon condition associated with the glucagon axis in diabetes mellitus. Glucagon axis may be due to rare pancreatic tumor called glucagenomas, which contributes to hyperglycemia, venous thrombosis, weight loss and skin rash. Whereas reduced glucagon response to insulin-induced hypoglycemia promotes severe hypoglycemia, generally reported in babies. Now, the fourth pancreatic hormone is somatostatin, which is secreted from the delta cell of the pancreas as well as by the hypothalamus and intestinal tract and CNS. The delta cell of pancreatic islet secrete polypeptide somatostatin composed of 14 amino acids. It has short lifespan of about 3 minutes only in circulating blood. It is synthesized by proteolytic cleavage of pre-prosomatostatin hormone. This pre-prosomatostatin hormone contain two proteolytic cleavage site as well as one signal peptide chain. Then after cleaving into it form SS14 and SS28. SS14 is secreted from the pancreas, have two cysteine residue which itself form an internal disulfide bond, whereas SS28 secreted from the intestine. It has 5 receptors belonging to the G protein coupled receptor, all extensively distributed in the brain, peripheral tissues such as intestine, pancreas, kidney, blood vessel, liver, placenta, etc. Somatostatin acts as paracrine pathway to inhibit the secretion of insulin and glucagon. It reduced the utilization of absorbed food material in intestine, thus making nutrient available for the longer period. Somatostatin decreases the motility of stomach, duodenum and gallbladder. It also suppresses the exocrine secretions in the pancreas. Increased blood glucose, amino acid, fatty acid, increased concentration of various gastrointestinal hormones released from the upper gastrointestinal tract in response to food intake enhance somatostatin secretion, while decreased level of blood glucose and amino acid act as regulatory agent for its secretion. Its excess secretion can cause somatostatinomas in the pancreas, duodenum and jejunum. Its excess secretion suppressed the insulin secretion, thereby raised the blood glucose level, tends to develop diabetes mellitus, abdominal cramps, pain, diarrhea and weight loss. The fifth pancreatic hormone is pancreatic polypeptide consisting of 36 amino acids, and it produced in PP cell or F cells of pancreatic islet. Basically, it involved in the gastrointestinal tract, but physiological importance is not clear. It slightly increases the basal insulin concentration in plasma without affecting glucose or arginine stimulated insulin secretion. A potent role as a satiative factor comes from the observation that PP secretion is absent in obese children with Prader-Willi syndrome. Its main function is to inhibit secretion of the exocrine pancreas in vivo by acting on receptors in the brain, leading to inhibition of vagal output to the pancreas. To summarize, pancreas is a mixed exocrine and endocrine retroperitoneal gland, and it is situated in between the two arms of the duodenum. Most of the pancreatic mass is composed of exocrine cells. These are the acinar cells, while the endocrine part, that means the islet of Langerhans, they constitute only 1 to 2% of the total pancreatic mass. Each islet of Langerhans contain 4 different types of cells: alpha cells, beta cells, delta cells and PP cells. Beta cell constitutes 60% of the total pancreatic islet mass, and it secretes 2 important hormones, insulin and amylin. Insulin is made up of 2 polypeptide chain A and chain B. This both are linked to each other with the disulfide bond. This hormone helps in the lowering of blood glucose concentration by raising or increasing the sodium independent transporter on the plasma membrane of various insulin sensitive tissues like adipose tissue, muscle cells and liver cells. Abnormal insulin concentration can cause diabetes mellitus, ketosis, high concentration of cholesterol. Amylin is 37 amino acid residue and also secreted from the beta cell. Its main function is to reduce the concentration of blood glucose immediately after the meal. So hence it is the counterpartner of the insulin. Glucagon is a polypeptide hormone which is secreted from the alpha cells of the pancreatic islet. Its main function is to raise the glucose blood plasma concentration. It promotes basically gluconeogenesis and glycogenolysis. So in both cases, glucose concentration rises in the blood. It inhibits the triglyceride concentration in the liver. The delta cell of pancreatic islet release the hormone somatostatin, which is made up of 14 amino acids. It acts as an paracrine pathway to decrease the secretion of insulin as well as the glucagon. The main function of pancreatic polypeptide to inhibit the secretion of exocrine pancreas in vivo. Thank you.